So this game's called First Descendant. It's a third-person looter shooter that came out just recently, and it's actually free to play. This was first revealed as Project Magnum, maybe around last summer on one of the Sony PlayStation showcases, and then it showcased like team-based squad shooting and grapple mechanics, and there was even a beta last September, but it came out the same week as Mortal Kombat 1. So I decided to skip it when I found out it was free, and I was kind of crossing my fingers that it wouldn't get abandoned in development. But it's out now, and it looks pretty cool. The mechanics seem cool, and even though reviews are mixed, that seems to be about the, I don't know, missions and monetization. But I'm going to check it out today, The First Descendant. I always get really close to the screen when I play these shooters.
The connection between two worlds. About a century ago, humans were defeated by the Vulgus. Invaders from the other world. Then came the Colossi, who destroyed everything.
They're kind of getting right into it. I was thinking like,
Humans resisted.
you don't really need to tell me the story for a shooter, so they're like, you know, you're a human on a planet and it gets invaded. Good enough. Aim down the sight.
They were gifted the forgotten ancestors' power.
So we got some
Finally,
powers.
Fight with newfound strength.
Yeah, the other thing about this game was they're really showing the grapple hook as like a traversal tool. I don't know if that means that you can like scale these. Look at these big things that you're going to be fighting. Swing around them. Hear a little electric guitar in the background behind the orchestration. Hey, there we go. That's me.
Descendant, can you hear me?
But I always wonder why they call it the First Descendant. Because it's like, it's not like I mean, it's like, who came first, the chicken or the egg, you know? Like, the descendant or the parent. So I'm like, I'm not the parent, I'm the first descendant. But I'm also not the last descendant, like the last in line to save my lineage. It's like, well, I mean, so you're like the first son or daughter of the initial parent.
The assignment is simple. Bunny will collect it, while one of you protects it. So, who is going to take this on?
I'll do it, me. It'll be my mission. I like the middle guy. I like the right guy. Warframe. I'm a Warframe player. I don't know if you know that. Check the archives. I got my cursor. View Descendant info. Who's in the back? So, Descendant info. What do I want to look at first? Okay, first of all, I misread kits. I'm not going to tell you what I thought it said. Well, let's see. I know I don't want to play her, but I do. I think I want to play him. I think it's pretty obvious. She's probably cool, but she's like Eva on the mission, right? She's like the vixen, and then him. He is the gung-ho hero who is mature, but he lacks the skill. And then this is like the old guard, who he's the strong, silent type. That sounds like me.
Leave it to me. Defense is my forte.
Ajax, a tanker who utilizes void energy. Coordinates his team with a force field that protects allies. You know, I was playing X-Defiant, and I had a force field to protect allies. But I couldn't figure out what button was on, so we all got killed. So then let's see. Oh, let me also look at
Leave it to me.
let me also look at his stats. Max HP and defense and shield. Okay. Now let's look at him, because he'll be the other option.
I'll go.
I just need to blow up everybody except
Oh,
Bunny,
dealer
right?
who uses grenade attacks. That's attractive already. Clears the battlefield with his right arm and grenades. But you know, they've really been nerfing grenades in shooting games lately, where you can't... It's like you don't toss them as fast. Active skill, grenade toss. What does overclock do? Gains overclock. That's a good description. Inflicts burn. Traction. So he's got grenades, but I played as a pyromancer in that Outriders game, and I walked away disappointed. Upon receiving fatal damage, gain close call. Grants damage immunity. So he's like a combat type. Let's look at this guy again.
Leave it to me.
It might just be look. I might be able to customize the look. Orbit barrier. Man, that looks useful, but it's also lame. I'm not a defense main. And his horns look kind of dumb and useless in combat. Creates a barrier in the front that blocks damage, and well, then it go when it's hit, it reflects damage on the enemy. So a reflective barrier and avoid. He's got a jumps forward and deals damage. Stomp. That's kind of active aggressive. Explode. I'm liking his powers. A boost. And what do I need a grenade for if I'm going to have a gun? I can shoot him from far away. And this guy's got explosions up close. Alright, I'm him. Alright, I'm settled.
Seems like my kind of job.
It isn't like I'm so committed to this.
Everything?
A debuffer who uses chill at will. She can use chill to freeze place at will, unleashing cold snap-like attacks that weave her way between them so that they just fucking chill. Frost shards. Boring. Frost road. She's boring. Okay, perfect. I'll tell you what. Let me look at him again.
I'll go. I
He
just
has
need
the
to blow up
grenade,
everybody except
and then he's
Bunny,
got
right?
what? Inflicts burn. It's a buff. I don't like buffs. You see how thin I am. Throws a traction grenade. Listen, we're doing him. My instinct is always right.
Leave it to
Just
me.
need a moment to second guess
Defense is
myself.
my forte.
Select. Press and hold. My favorite mechanic in a game. It's the first mix-up. Alright. I'm the first Descendant. So that's me. I'm the first child to be trained in the art of live streaming video games. So speaking of Warframe, I did like that game a lot. It has cool movement and good shooting, and it's got melee. So that combination of third-person shooting and... First of all, let's talk about that. Third person. I think that's critical. I think that's critical because you can move around the camera and aim, and it's sort of like when you're not aiming, you can kind of spin and look around your character where they're going.
This place. Please let the Ironheart be in here somewhere.
I hope it is too, Bunny. I'd like to get.
So I'm she's the bunny and I'm like the ram.
The Ironheart is important,
Harry's.
but so is retrieving it. The Vulgus also have their sights set on these ruins.
The Vulgus.
Don't worry about that, Alpha. Compared to me, the Vulgus are as slow as turtles.
My force field will stop them every time.
Good to know you have my back.
His guns look cool. Same with his armor. Alright, I'm me.
So, do you know what the heart looks like?
We'll know when we see it.
Come on, hurry up.
So I got the camera in the corner because I don't know if I really need that that whatever it's called, map, or you see the ammo count up in the top right. Who knows? Who knows? We'll try it out here. I can jump. I've got a little bit of air control, you can see. It really does feel very, very responsive. I don't know how much of like the netcode I'm on. Maybe standard aiming could be a bit faster, but aiming down the sights seems like it's already pretty fast. Why don't I check my buttons? So X has been a clear jump, square, triangle, circle. Some of these might relate to maybe my guns in the bottom right, as well as what's it called? Once I'm out. Okay, R3 clicks. and I'm guessing L3 runs, and then aim, shoot, square's a nice reload, and then L. So it looks like L and all the faces are my powers. Let's just start here. I guess that's the barrier first off. And then R1 is also locked, and L and R1 looks to be... L and R1 looks to be melee. So you can hold L, and you have access to all your face powers, and then R1. R1 might be like a grenade or something, and then L... Alright, what about D-pad? Nothing doing. Alright, figure it out. I have a double jump. He's nice.
I'll
Press
take the
L3 to
lead.
sprint.
As you wish.
Yeah, he's running around pretty nice.
Whoa! What the heck?
What's going on? All operatives report.
I don't like that when you see what I'm saying, how I'm running, and then I
You
turn.
almost died. I'm okay.
It's like as soon as you turn 90
Roger
degrees,
that.
he stops running.
Resume
So,
operation.
Our path's been cut off. We better find a way around.
Wait,
can I
Bunny.
punch that? No,
I should go
they let me
first.
through. See, look, already my radar.
Focus.
There's a little bit of auto aim to help out.
What? I'll come help.
Nothing I can't handle. I'll be there soon.
Might compare it to Returnal, just because it's like, in terms of the controls, and in terms of it being a third-person shooter.
I'm glad you're safe.
I'm just getting warmed up.
I kind of have been looking for something to just
No need
play.
to brag.
Like
on,
just
let's
load
go.
up and play purely for recreation, like not an immersive game, not a story game.
Whoa. What is all this?
Like I said, I do like third-person games more than first-person shooters,
Huh.
because you can separate
This is the
turning
only
the
place
camera from actually
there's
aiming.
something here.
I think this guy was a good choice. Energy barrier. I think they're designing games to need to be less about like skill-based action, but to kind of incorporate
Ironheart!
maybe those RPG style of like casting a buff or
Cover me!
you like defensive skills. If it's a team-based game, like fulfilling a role and not just being a deathmatch style game or something like that. So it certainly sounds good.
So this is the Ironheart. We can close the dimensional wall with this, right? And when we have all three of them, we can stop the Colossi and the Vulgus? How awesome is that?
She's hype.
But does something feel weird to you?
So am I a robot or am I actually a dude with a helmet?
It's like the Ironheart is somehow calling to me. Wait, what the
This
hell?
is just like at the beginning of Black Desert Online. When they dig out this cave. It's not even a cave, it's like a cellar. It goes down one step. And then they're like, there's this black box that has all this spell magic out of it. Don't touch it. I'm like, oh, okay. And it just reach right for it. Because I'm the one. Press double jump. So we're running through a tutorial now. Literally running. Figuratively. In a video game. Oh no, he's not going to work it out there. Attempt to escape the unknown space. Where's my my grapple hook? So that's what R1 is? Cool. Alright, R1's my grapple. And L is modify. L's modify. And it looks like, so you see that red reticle? I guess that's my grapple. It automatically aims toward the ledge. Okay, pretty cool. So maybe a little weird on the R1 button, but it still works. And then it can't reach. So it doesn't have like Spider-Man style web zip range. And then he could climb a little bit. I kind of hit it low and then he climbed up. Not too bad. Yeah, it keeps asking if I want to skip. It's like, why not just watch? Damn. I almost wish games like this would give me a place to save the cutscenes and watch them again. They look cool. And if they think like, I wonder how much developers of games like this believe that players benefit from having like a story motive for playing, or if they know that everybody's like skipping in and
You're finally here.
just kind of like doing the game activities. Because Apex Legend and some of these other service shooters would do that where it's like it's a new season and it downloads the update,
I have been waiting for you since.
and before you're even in the main menu, they're like running the new. They're like showing you the season cutscene.
I was created.
They don't even ask. They don't even ask.
To the Ironheart.
Oh, this is the story I'm supposed to pay attention to.
Descendant. Initializing process to access your consciousness.
No, you don't have my permission to do that.
We both need the Ironheart. I can help humanity. Descendant.
There was a game I think on the PS2 called. It may have been called Project Eden, and I think that's why I always think of Everreach Project Eden as. But there was some game, I think it was called Eden or something like that,
The hell? What just
and it was like 4 different
What was that?
Did you see the guy?
I don't know if you could
Yeah,
play it with 4
I saw
people
it.
over the network
Super
adapter,
weird
but
place. Hold on. It's the Vulgus. They found their way here.
it was that sort of like team-based shooter type game where like each of the members had maybe a
Seriously,
different
have no idea what's
specialty
going
or
on.
different power.
Target secured. I'm moving out.
I'm kind of ready to shoot
We have a
and
lot to
play.
talk about.
Careful, buddy.
I thought they were about to give me control of the game right there, but I guess not. I mean, to be fair, that action kind of looks like what I'm able to do. Because I can run around and grapple. Can I zip on the floor? A little bit.
Attacked.
Where's that coming from?
I have synchronized with your consciousness.
These guys enemies? Yeah, alright.
Focus on the heart.
They got an arrow, and they got damage, and they got a health. Do I have a dodge or anything? I guess you don't really need that well. So let's try out my... Well, maybe I'll try out the energy shield when it's a little bit... It's kind of slipping. It's kind of slipping. I'll have to play around with it more. Circle rolls and evades. All right. Also, I wonder how much people like PvE, and I guess they really do like PvE because they play games like Gears and all of these, not just story shooters, but really like focused action shoot type games. Whoa, I grappled kind of to the side. Like zipped around. Perform the sub attack, which is a punch. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's like... It's almost like you aim... My aiming when I'm not... My free aiming is like slower than my ADS. It's a little bit... I don't know, that's how I would do it. How do I switch guns? That's another thing. Void Walk and Hypercube. Void Walk and
You're under the
Expulsion.
influence of your unconscious mind.
I wonder if I should just cast them here. Let's try this. So X is the barrier. And then circles, what circle? Circle's the slam. Okay, kind of like the dodge. And then square's like the explosion. Okay, pretty cool. Triangle switches. What other gun do I have? Sniper. I probably won't be using that much. And then press and hold for the third. Shotgun. Okay. What does the ammo look like? Well, they're all infinite now. And then... What did I not try? That one triangle. And what the fuck was square? Wait, what's the difference between triangle and the square one? The square one is big. Is this still like, what does this do? Is this still a protective shield? Maybe.
This.
And then triangle's like the blow up. Okay. Square might be defensive as well. And triangle's like the blow up. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to have to like mollycoddle the aim. I kind of want to just crank it. That's funny that they put arrows on. They like put yellow arrows to highlight. And I'm kind of like aiming with the strafe button instead of the reticle. Oh, do you think this is on PC? That's a good question.
It's been a while since your last report. Have you regrouped with Bunny?
I'm down so far. It feels pretty smooth and fluid.
Understood.
And triangle's the blow up and square's the other shield.
Point. Bunny, report your location. Bunny, report.
Seems cool. I always like this sci-fi military theme. But it might just be the idea of having infinite money and technology to provide for you. Yeah, big boss type. Let me fight him. They kind of want. That's kind of like what maybe Metal Gear Rising was a little bit about. Like they have these super suits, and they kind of fight in these like biometric suits. So then, does the void energy power their suit? And I'm the one with the grapple, so these guys are screwed.
Rail made contact with the heart.
I gotta admit, for as lithe as he looks in these cutscenes, he kind of feels that way when you're running him around. Kind of reminds me of BattleTech, just the theme of it. Whoa, cool. Looks like my helmet. Nice, let's fight. It's like a big Doom enemy. Oh yeah, that's another game I played, Doom Eternal. That game kicks ass. I don't know why I slept on it. That game's actually extremely fun.
There's a grave walker. Repeat.
So I'm curious what the mission types are going to be in this game. Like what the sequence of objectives are.
Damn it. I lost Corel and the objective.
Corel.
Grave walker approaching. Awaiting orders.
It seems weaker than normal. You're free to engage.
I mean, I'm welcome to shoot if you are. So I'm free to engage. Some parts can be removed. Yeah, okay, how do I get through there? Pressing R3 displays the destroyable parts, and then the parts in yellow can be removed. When a part's yellow, you can fire the grapple to hang on, and then he'll shake, and you can press, what is that, L2? If you need to hang on, you can mash R2 to remove the part, so to shoot it.
You want a piece of me?
So what am I supposed to hit first? So what does it mean when he's blue? What's it mean when he's blue?
Let's go! It's not over yet!
She's kind of... Oh, she's running up above him. And he's green. She's got a lock on like some head part. Oh, what if he's got no more weak points and you gotta run up? Can I grab on his arm? Oh yeah, don't forget about that.
Finish it!
I mean, it kind of made him kind of easy, but I guess the idea of blowing him up. So you just want to blow up the blue parts, and then if you want, you can grapple on the yellow parts.
Alpha, the Ironheart was stolen. The operation failed.
Damn it! I never expected Corel to show up in person after everything we've gone through to find that Ironheart. If we don't find the other two Ironhearts before he does, the dimensional wall will be in danger.
Don't lose hope, HQ. We've made contact with a guide.
Wish I could be taking screenshots without this camera in there. That's why I want like an archive to watch these cutscenes again. I mean, visually it looks cool and it feels really, really smooth.
Follow my voice.
What's going on?
Humanity requires my help. I can find the Ironheart.
Oh my
Enzo.
god! In the
Did you hear that voice?
Yeah, I heard
my
it too.
mailbox.
I need to explain the situation to Alpha. You should go and get treated.
Special Operations Terminal.
Can't Alpha hear the guide's voice?
I don't hear anything at all.
It looks exactly like the
seems to
hub
only
in
be linked to active
Destiny.
descendants. Now, are there
Can I
any
zip?
other descendants who have had contact with the guide?
Aside from Jeremy, all descendants have reported connecting with the guide. And the
Is that me or is that
descendant
me?
who first made contact with the Ironheart will be arriving at HQ shortly.
To those descendants who have connected to me, this is Albie. Many lives I wish to. However,
For the Ironheart,
if I can access the data,
find a way to restore the dream.
Take me.
Help me
System
restore
that
it.
can find the Ironheart. What is it exactly? Alpha, it looks like the guide is speaking to another descendant nearby. I've uploaded the details of the conversation to the command console.
Based on this,
What is this? That's
the
another
guide
dude.
Seems to be more
It's another
AI
player.
than a spiritual being. Any descendant who's been contacted by the guide, please report to HQ immediately. Nell, as a non-descendant, how do you feel about this phenomenon?
I believe it holds.
So let's see. Strategic expulsion.
I didn't expect you to be speaking to the guide.
Headed
I
straight
thought you
to
were headed
HQ.
straight to HQ. Well, first off, well done on the mission. It was a difficult one. Since your operation, a strange phenomenon. When you said there was hope, to be honest, I suspect that the guide is either a new Vulgus weapon. It's clever, claiming to be able to find the Ironheart for us. Who wouldn't?
So he doesn't even trust that this guide is going to
That
lead
is
us on
how
a decent
traps are
mission.
made. My staff officers, however, Enzo and Nell have proposed verifying the guide, and
Quest.
Enzo and Nell have
This is like when you learn
determined
how to
the
skip the
guide
dialogue
contains
in
the gaps our knowledge.
Diablo.
Luckily, there is an ancestor's facility within the territory we occupy.
Go there,
Descendant.
go
This
here,
is your
go
next
there.
mission. I would like you and Bunny
Do what I
to join
say.
the Descendants who have been in closest contact with the Ironheart.
Yeah, drop
I'll
in and
order the-
shoot.
Bunny, you'll need to equip a new suit before you leave. I've already notified the Ordnance Department.
The new suit.
Activate Newfield Kingston.
Won't be taken out of my pay, right?
It will be deducted from your pay, naturally.
Naturally. So what is this? Infiltration Operations Terminal. And then what is this? Special Operations Terminal. Press the map to see the open world. Oh boy. What about this? Void Interruption Battle Hard. Normal. Kingston. Select. Check the terrain and mission locations in the Kingston zone. Move to desired area through the outpost. Check the mission start location for other heads-up icons. Select public or private. That's where I go. What about all this stuff? It's locked. So what do I want to look at first? What are these icons? Quest, at least. Check your mission through the quest. Check your story progress. I'm not reading. And then the map. And then, hang on. Access info research. What was that? That's just a mail. Okay. What else do I want to look at here? Now I'm pausing. Is there a settings menu I can access again? What's the shop versus the battle pass? What about this? Okay, we'll look at that. And that's my gear. What do you think this says underneath the fucking camera? Use. And what does that do? Improve. Place the modules. Whatever, dude. I don't even have any stuff yet. Your loadout. Okay. And then you can see all your descendants here. Press the R3 button to open the list. I think we'll just start with this guy. I didn't read any of that. Those are his skills. And then consumables. What does his tab look like? Nothing. Where's just like the settings? You know, I need a settings menu. I guess it's fine. So we're going to the map. Let me see. I'm going to the map. Right. City entrance waypoint. You double click. Wait, how's that work? Open the map and then click the touchpad again to double open the map. Let's drop in. Along the fast travel. Here we go. I mean, kind of flows like Destiny. And, yeah, the third person reminds me of Warframe. Let's see if we can do some real missions. I mean, if I can't get a settings menu, I don't know if I can adjust the aiming anymore. I don't know how dialed in it needs to be. Feels well enough.
Welcome, Descendant. Please, do not be alarmed. My appearance has been configured to facilitate communication. I am linked to the Arcade of Descendants.
So this is that,
I can appear where
I already forgot the Void Guide.
But I am incomplete. At present, only you, Descendant, can see or hear me.
So it's kind of like we're going crazy.
Fully restore my system. Only then can I help you.
Why do all these computer programs take the form of a person? Like, why not just be an absent voice? And I got taken into that VR tutorial, so I'm kind of going computer crazy.
To escort you, Descendant. This way, please.
Let me take a look here. Oh shit, wasn't I supposed to load in? Wasn't I supposed to load in to a private spot? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Give me, let me see this here. So we're on a mission. I'm going to the purple thing. Oh, he's right here.
Do you have a
question? Like Mace Windu. The situation in Kingston.
Thank you for all your hard work during the operation to retrieve the Ironheart. The results of that. Speaking of which,
I'm holding skip. I'm holding skip. I think it's interesting that they're kind of giving you a play arrangement that's similar to the sort of medieval fantasy RPGs, even though this is supposed to be like this sci-fi shooter. So what does this mean? Start mission.
Descendant, be careful. Well, the signals are being detected from inside the communication center.
That's curious that they gave. Whoa, 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 whoa! Lag City, what's up with that?
These bastards.
Why did that happen?
Feel like a simple raid. They seem to be after this place.
That's cool that I'm like going into zones and clearing them out. It kind of reminds me of Gears, because you're like in these tight, you know, blast zones. It is lagging. What's going on? I thought I maybe that was my mistake. I didn't load it like in some private form, and it's loading all these other people.
This is Commander Greg. Deploy the assault ship. Eliminate the Descendant.
I also don't know, oh yeah, you could zip up. Okay. I kind of fucked that one up. Whoa! I also didn't, I don't know what these, colored pickups are. Jump on them. So I got like a double jump, that'll work. I'm already going out. Oh, I should have tested if there was fall damage or not. And I'm gonna forget about my powers. I just remembered, like, oh yeah, I have a barrier. It's like, well, what else do I have? What else do I have? Oh, everything's locked. What's up with that? My powers.
All networks within Kingston are currently down. The emergency communicator has also been taken out.
Mission complete.
In order to reach the communications repeater, we need to secure this base first.
Yeah, okay.
They'll be attacking from all sides using their assault ship and transmission devices. Proceed with caution.
Oh yeah, I want you to punch him. How do I,
Huh?
Hey, this guy's taking my kills. How do I load this zone private?
Being invaded?
You're here, buddy. Good.
Level 2.
Kingston's entire network has been knocked out by the Vulgus attack.
What?
I don't want to play with all these guys. Unless it's, like Destiny, where there's kind of no getting around it.
Short distance communications, but not long distance. We need the emergency communicator back online.
Where's the,
Ah, so that's why HQ has been so quiet. I'll check on the other outposts.
This grapple hook is kind of short.
Go to the base near the theater ruins.
You got it. Headed there now.
How come I don't have my powers? Isn't that like the whole point? I wanna blow these guys up. I'm getting I'm running out of ammo quick. Like my clip size is small. Don't you think? Dude, I don't want to be around this other guy. He's fucking stealing my kills. Where am I going now? I'm going over here. Look, this guy's like speedrunning my mission. What the fuck? I have this sneaking suspicion that none of my settings were saved before I fucking started this. So I want to go in here. Can I grapple this? Yeah, see?
Ah, all gates have been blocked.
Speedrun that.
And it looks like we've lost all our soldiers.
Damn it. Focus bastards.
I'll try to go around.
Yeah, I like that this game kind of has like an easygoing aim assist. I do not feel that the reticle is like... I don't know what's going on here. It gave me a menu in the middle of a mission. It feels like there's no snap to target, so it's not like when you hit L2, it like will crank your reticle. Let me see. Secure the whatever, reactivate the whatever. But that's like, let me see, how can I do this? I'm not interested in reading what that is right now. Let me see if I can go to... Can I go back? Long press to fast travel. It is lagging. Let me see if I can load it in it says view other difficulty. See, like, look at this. Private. That did it. Let's do this. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I mean, if you want to play with a team, yeah, sure. If I play on my own, I probably will load it like that, but for now, I mean, they're taking my kills. Maybe if you're having a hard time and you're like dying a lot. It's still chugging a bit. I bet you could even see it. Start mission.
Find the communications repeater in this building.
The repeater.
Once it's reactivated, we can use the last of the remaining communicators.
Yeah, it's so interesting that visually it has this metal military aesthetic, but in terms of the kind of character attitudes in the story, it seems very medieval RPG. Yeah, it's like Killzone meets Witcher. And I wonder how specific each of these zones are. Like if they're
the Vulgus forces have managed to infiltrate this far
if they're
ahead.
designed and built out. I can't imagine it's random, but like I can't imagine that the levels reorient themselves. But yeah, I kind of like this this style of like just kind of drop in and load some enemies. And I keep thinking about my powers. Where the fuck are they? The soulless.
Oh.
Look, he's always reloading. What is this? What is this? Oh, that's what spawns the enemies. So then, where do I want to go? Or am I supposed to defend it? It's one of those missions? Whoops. I wonder why they chose to go with,
The rest will give up and retreat.
I wonder why they chose enemy commander. Shoot this. Shoot this. Shoot these guys. Why don't I use the shotgun and see how this works? Oh, this is way worse. It's just way worse. It's slower. And I don't have my, wait a minute. I have this power. I have that, see? Even though I put it on the wrong way. And what do you think those pickups on the ground are? I guess I'm just supposed to focus on him. I think that, well, I'm trying to take them out and then, you know. I think this is why you play with a team. Oh, because it's like the fun of working. Well, how should I say this? It's probably more fun working together than it is playing this game. That's probably why. I need to know what these stupid pickups are that I'm looking at here. And where are my damn powers? Where are my damn powers? I don't have any powers. I have the barrier and I have leap slam. And that's it. What else do I want to know? I can't even get the settings menu to change my look speed. Focus on this guy. He didn't do it right. I didn't know that he was gonna jump up like that. I wonder if you get infinite, if you can like loop. If you can loop the grapple and jumping. I can't tell, like, one is faster and one is slower. Free aiming and ADSing. I think, like, Uncharted and, oh, what the fuck? I think Uncharted and, I played that Tomb Raider game. They had solid aim styles. That didn't do anything. Why don't I try this gun? That doesn't do anything either. Oh, it's at least like a repeater. Alright, it's at least a repeater. Do I have any type of grenade? They'll drop down, they'll never know. There's no sort of crouch button or anything. They don't need to you don't need to bother with stealth. So then the question becomes, how long would I do this? And the answer, I think, is you really need to get attached to your build and your guys. Like, that thing doesn't do anything. It's like, doesn't hit behind me or anything. Maybe it doesn't hit behind you, it only hits in front. And the enemies are kind of dumb just standing there, like me. So then you go, oh, I guess it... I'm gonna admit, it was more fun when there were other people running around. And you could just, like, clear waves and not really worry about it. Do I have any ammo or what? And what's my mission? Eliminate the enemies? Alright. It doesn't do anything. And they're melee, so they're not going to shoot at it. Alright. I mean, I think the fun would then be building your character. Like, really having stuff that you like. Using. To fight, clear these missions.
Lost the last one. Okay, Descendant. You should join Bunny at the theater outpost. I'll send a
I want
SINREP
this.
to HQ with the emergency communicator. Wait. Vulgus signals are spiking. What the hell?
You're getting closer, Descendant. But my work here is already complete.
What is this 1-0?
All forces, extract the ancestors.
That's like my living ammo counter? Okay.
To my command center. I will personally deliver it to Lord Carell.
Let's go.
Vulgus signals are coming from the Magister lab. Isn't that HQ's target?
Did Destiny kind of come up with that idea where it was like, we're going to give you melee powers, and then we're going to pan out into the third person? that's something I could talk about. I actually think that Concord game looks kind of cool. Even though it's like a format and a color scheme that we've seen before, I think that brighter, cartoonish color scheme on realistic models looks good. Whereas, admittedly, this is like, I'm shocked that this is so white and green, and it's not really like blue or purple the way that some of these other metallic sci-fi shooting games are. I'm also noticing that this game's waves are kind of just coming and coming, and that's probably why it's like designed to be a team game. I think they even marketed it as a trio type game. But then Concord, the other thing that I think is cool about that game is the way that you can, when you do a maneuver like a roll or some type of traversal maneuver, it'll pan out to the third person. I think that's interesting, and it makes you able to see that type of maneuver. In Unreal Tournament 2004, you could do stuff like jump off walls, and if you would look at like other characters doing it, you would see the maneuvers they were doing. So it's kind of cool to like use. That's the wrong one. It's kind of cool to use like some type of movement mechanic. We're so used to dodging from, it's not even Souls games. I kind of don't remember a dodge being a mechanic in a game until like God of War, like classic God of War 1 on PS2. And even games like True Lies and maybe even Demolition Man on like Super Nintendo had it.
And not only that, but it seems the Vulgus are after the same target as we are.
I don't know why dodge became like much more prevalent than blocking and punishing.
We'll have answers once we investigate the
and then somewhere along the line they just started taking away shields and like blocking and punishing and defense, and they just made it parry.
Descendant, we need you to retake the base seized by the enemy. HQ will review the direction of the
So I have no ammo. What's the fucking deal? I've got no ammo. We need you to retake the base. Move to the... What am I doing here? Oh, cool. I mean, mechanically, it's really solid. Hey, they gave me some ammo. Pretty cool. I want to know, like, what... So let's look at some of these menus here. Let's look at these menus and see what we've been doing. You see how it says, like, you'll get all these rewards? Well, what the heck is that really? What does that say? Quest? Maybe I don't want to be in here. What do I want to do? Let's reposition. Let's reposition. So what is this? My Descendant. And I'm me. Ultimate Logic. I like that. What is this? Immediate product. Research cost. Oh boy. I don't know what that means. Let me ask you something. If these free-to-play games... So, I guess the idea is... I like the game so much that I just want to buy... I guess it is power. I don't know if it's power, but it's like I just want to buy stuff. Like this right here. Like, I just want to buy, like, an action figure decked out with all the gear. I want to, whatever this is supposed to do, a mechanism used to stabilize Ajax Arch. You know, and it's been engraved in specific ways, and you're like, yeah, I want that. You know, $40, I'll pay $40 for that. If you just want to buy components rather than grinding, is that really so bad? Like, what if you played, what if, let's conceptualize it this way. What if Elden Ring was free to play and you could run around to every area and fight every boss, and it was co-op? But when you would go in a cellar and open a chest and get a sword, and it's or a spell, and it's like, yeah, you like this is level 10 and you're level 1, and it's like either you could grind like a soul level 1 wasted skin, that's your class, and it's like, or you could buy a sorcerer class, and even though he has different stats, he starts with level 10 intelligence and could cast this right away. And it's like these classes have a multiplier boost, so you level up like an astrologer levels up intelligence stat 5 times and dexterity 2 times. And so you can still just buy the base class and then grind, but it's like, you know, a 1/10 experience gain is going to be impossible. I mean, is that bad? You say it's bad, and I say no, and you say, how's the song go? But anyway, rather than being like, I want all the classes for $70, they say, look, it's too hard to get somebody to pay $70, but we can get them to pay $30 for one class. That's all they want. And honestly, they're going to pay more. And it's like, we'd rather get one person paying $210 to deck out an astrologer class than to try and sell 3 copies to 3 players. Because it's like, you are not going to play it, I'm going to play it and not spend money, but this guy's going to spend enough for all of us. And I mean, he's the customer and they're the business, and this is the product. Like, then it becomes the kind of game you want to make for the kind of player who wants to play it. And if this is like, if the free-to-play model is like a working class model where you go, look, I just want, like, I'm down with third-person shooters, just give me the mechanics, give me an instance or a raid where I can just go in and play. And the idea of, I don't have to pay for everything and look through everything. We're looking at 12 people on the screen. If you knew, like, I could get, there are free starter classes, but I know I like this class type and I want a stronger version. And I can only, Bunny is free and Blair is unlocked at level 2. But Ajax, look how cool he looks, and it's like, look at all the multiplayer, look at all the health and the endurance or whatever, and it's like, he's level 10, and you play for a day, 2, 3, and you're like, I'm not even at level 3, I just want this guy. Can I just pay to buy this guy? And it's like 30 or 40 bucks. But I mean, you'll get virtual currency and spend it. I mean, is it any different than a physical action figure? Like, would you pay... Like, imagine the action figures that are tall. They're like 18 inches, and the articulation and all the equipment. I mean, would that not be worth like 17 bucks, 24 bucks? Like, I think that if I search into the recesses of my mind and I go back in time like 25 years and I imagine physical toys, there were some that were expensive. To me, I would think, geez, like $30 for like one toy or $50 for a playset. It's ludicrous. Whereas like up to 10 bucks for an action figure, yeah, cool, because it's like, and I'm not talking models. I'm like, think about, there are people that I knew, people that we were all into Gundam, and they would buy the models and like build them and set them on their shelf, and I would buy the action figures and play with them. But those action figures it was so worth it. It's name brand, and they have, like I said, the articulation, and they have all the weapons. So it's like, this is the same thing. It's not an artistic experience because that's not the focus. So is it a recreational play activity? What could they sell you? Like, would I buy this game to try it even for $20? Is that worth a try? And I think with so many games coming out with demos, like what did I just play yesterday that I don't remember? Kunitsigami and Contra and Prince of Persia, they're giving demos, and it's like, well, now that I've played Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, when they showed $50 and they're saying Hollow Knight, I said, fuck you. But when they gave me a demo and I realized how good that game is, it's like, well, whenever I'm ready to play it, I'll pay. I don't care what the cost is because I've already played it. I've qualified it. So the free-to-play model, just like Trials and just like demos and Game Pass, it comes down to, is this an activity that I want to do? And sometimes the best way to introduce that to an audience is to just let them play it and test for themselves. And there's already a person that's qualified. This is like along the lines of the kind of games I've never gotten into, but it's weird. I've always like not admired, but I'll say admired. Like, I wish I could be into, like, I played Bless Unleashed or some MMORPG, and I did play Destiny. I kind of played Destiny though because it's those guys Bungie, they made Halo, so the shooting mechanics are very good, and Destiny 1 was definitely story and mission focused, and I guess I wasn't as focused on running instanced missions or raids to like get experience or to get weapons. I kind of just like found my stuff and was just playing missions and just kind of liked the combat. So I guess that's what it was. This idea of, I mean, I'm not upset that it's free to play and they're finding ways to sell the same thing with a different spin or different package, and the customers who are paying money are not complaining. I don't know. That's all I'll say for now. Oh yeah, there's a game I have to play. Is that you?
Did you just hear something? This doesn't feel good.
Skip. And then run to the waypoint. I love that. Hey, it's right here.
The invading Vulcan forces are establishing positions.
Alright, and that's run here.
Clear out the building before they really dig in.
Yeah, the aim assist is very subtle in a way that's better than what it's been in a lot of shooters lately. But I think admittedly this game works better in co-op, because it's fun to have people around doing missions all around you, and it's also fun to have just like, I guess, help on a mission. The idea of working together might be more fun than shooting an enemy that's standing still while I wait to reload.
The Vulgus transmission system has a very limited range. This means there must be an enemy command center somewhere in Kingston.
Let me test this. Let me test this. I got my grapple and I got no jump. Oh, my grapple has like a recovery, I think, a little bit of. Right? Grapple. Yeah, I can't grapple like infinitely. Grapple, and I'll jump. I can't grapple again. Alright. I need to get in this building. Can I grapple up to the top? Yeah. No, not really. Well, let's just fucking go in there then. I mean, jeez. Let's just go in there. Gotta get in this building. What about the bombed out center at the front door? And what happened to my powers? And I wonder if I should use this shitty shotgun right here. While they just stand still. I guess I should be using my powers more because you want to spend your powers as much as possible, so... God damn it, where's my gun? You want to spend your powers as much as possible so they respawn. Unlike my ammo. I definitely like third-person games the most, but I think that I like melee combat more. I was just thinking when I was running outside on those steps against that guy, I was thinking about in Dark Souls 3, in the swamp area where you fight those two like PvPers, and you just climb down the ladder and let them fall to their death. Now another thing that I think about with this game is that these missions have been rated as being pretty easy. Do I want to go down here? So there are missions where the difficulty's higher, but that might just relate to life. That might not relate to like the intelligence of the AI. Where's the waypoint I'm supposed to be looking at? Mission attempts, defeat all targets. And I'm seeing I don't know if that blast goes behind me. So it's kind of like a little bit disappointing. Melee this guy. The melee's got a cooldown? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That's what I wanted to edit. I wanted to edit my weapons. That's what I fucking wanted to do. I wanted to edit my weapons and I wanted to look at my skill tree. Alright. You know, let's get a build going. My guy's too weak. I buy power.
We're receiving sightings of a powerful Vulgus unit. If we defeat him, the rest will retreat.
Powerful Vulgus unit. So then maybe I don't even want to focus on anybody else. Let's see. And then I'll grapple him. No, he's no grapple. Where's the big boss that I fought before? Uh-oh. You know something I never saw before is my health. Just aim at his head. There you go. You can't shoot me now. I kind of forgot about all this shit. Got a double jump. Yeah, I'm kind of just using this gun because I need a grenade. I'm kind of just using this gun because
Transmission signals have ceased. Great job, Descendant.
it fires fast and it aims far enough. It's not really that it's so exciting. It just kind of works better than a shitty shotgun and whoever else. What is it? What is this? Obtain basic suit materials. What is this? Is that a side quest? I thought I just did that. And what is this? Storage box. Open. Why? If there's nothing in there already. Support droid. What do you do? And then what is this? Workbench. Oh my god. What else do I want to see? That's done. Acquire. What is this? Obtain basic suit materials. But this says start mission.
The invading Vulcan forces are establishing positions.
I just fucking did this.
Before they really dig in.
Here's what we're gonna do. How do I quit the mission that I'm on? How do I cancel the mission that I'm on? Whoa, what is that? Hey! Hey! This is a no death run. How are you getting into my base? Why don't I do this? I'll show you who's boss. What is this? Zone recon mission. View other difficulties. Oh, you can't even unlock it. Long press to fast travel. I fucked up starting this mission. There's got to be a way to quit. Let me see if I can, what is this for? What did I just fuck up and do? I went to that little waypoint marker and it didn't show like a complete. It showed that like... What did it do? Let me look at this. Give me one. Let me look at this. Damn, there's no legend. I'm looking in the bottom left to see if there's a hidden. To see if there's a fucking hidden. And there's nothing. I just did this. Can I do this? I'm stuck? There's gotta be a way. Descendant consumable. And then my guy. That's what I want to look at. There's no way to back out of a mission and quit? Progress to Fallen Theater. World difficulty. What about all this shit on here? So then now what do I think? The fact that I accidentally repeated the same damn mission?
I'm picking up enemy transmission signals. Be careful.
It's kind of fading a little bit. So what needs to happen? This green look is reminding me of Dragon's Dogma.
I've been informed that the Vulgus transmission system has a very limited range. This means there must be an enemy command center somewhere in Kingston.
I think that my guy needs to be like change it up a little bit. What is going on here? I have no. I need more powers. So would I just grind? What do I want from a game? I want new experiences. So if this type of game is where you just do the same thing over and over again to grind, I don't really know that it would entice me to stick around or to pay for something. What can I think? I can think that... Let's not talk about DLC, because DLC is additional content. Let's talk about a free-to-play game that encouraged me to buy something. In both instances, I'm thinking of that game Divine Knockout, and I'm thinking of the game Century Age of Ashes. And in both those games, they were like a multiplayer versus game. One was like an arena fighting game almost, and the other... I'm out of fucking ammo. And the other was like this dragon flying deathmatch game. And in both instances, you could buy basically a character pass. So it was just a generic... I don't know. It's like, I don't know the difference between a season pass and a battle pass. I think a battle pass kind of levels up as you play, and a season pass is exclusive content that you must buy. So what would I say? So in both those instances, it was sort of like a one-time pass for like $30 or $40. It was around there, 20, 30, 40, it depends. And I mean, they should overcharge. Whatever it is, they should overcharge. Because they have to make the margin somehow, and some people will pay 50, and some people will say, I'll pay 20, but in reality, if it was 20, they still wouldn't buy. Because they go, I'm not interested. Whereas you get somebody who's interested, and it's like, it's $50, alright, cool. Now, 30 is a better price for them, but it's not a better price for your business. So it's just, I mean, people think it's so mean that you have to pass. I mean, you pass the cost of your business on to your customers. What else do you think's going on here? It's not a charity. And so it's like, there are people who are like, I want it, it's $30, that's a great price. And then there are people who are like, I want it, oh, it's $60? Well, okay, whatever. And then if it's 80, they're like, man, I would like it, but come on, that's expensive. And it's like, all right, well, we'll drop it down to 60. And they're like, all right, I'll do 60. And it's like, I don't know. When you're designing the product and all the creative love in your heart, and you're like, I want to make people so happy, and then the accountant and the CFO come into the office, and it's like, you know, we have an invoicing problem. We have an accounts receivable problem, and they're like, oh. We have a revenue problem, and it's like, well, could we split the product in two and sell it to them in two parts? Like, think about that. The Last of Us, literally The Last of Us Part 2, in two parts. And the first is $40. Well, they should charge 50. And then the next is another 50. And that's $100 for Ellie and Abby. Now, for me personally, the idea of running around in third person and shooting, like, I'd rather be playing Horizon right now. Just because it's like, they give me a mission that relates to the accomplishing and progressing the character's story. And, I mean, it's the same gameplay. It's the same fucking green world that I've been looking at. I don't know what this is like. You couldn't come up with another color scheme. Dragon's Dogma, Forspoken, like, they're all just green. So what I want to do, let me look. No ammo. Let's see, what do I got in here? That's my Descendant, and this is my level. What is this? Press X button to see the benefits for reaching mastery ranks. Rank 1 benefits. Well, I haven't done that. And then it's like, well, if you want to rank up, you have to specifically do this. Like, you know, use all weapons, reload it all the time. So what is this? Replace. What am I doing? Change skin details. Yeah, okay. Who gives a shit? Module settings. Is that what this is? So I want my modules. Here's a module. Rifling reinforcement. What do you mean pickup versus equip? What do you mean pickup versus equip? Pick up and put it down. How many modules can I have? Can I just put all of them on there? Yeah, alright. Yeah, sure. Wait a minute. And then what about this? Now before I go, what just happened there? Here we go, here we go. What is all this? Other guns I can use, but I have to buy them. Is that it? Are these guns I've picked up? Here we go. Here we go. Let me go in this module setting. And we're gonna unequip. Take these modules back. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit these guns. Hand cannon. I want to look at, let's see. Tier. Transcendent. I have a Transcendent gun. And I can equip it, huh? And what is that? A tactical rifle just like this, and a scout rifle. And where did that? Where else did that go? Ominous Hound. What else? What did I have first? Let's see what type of So we'll go tier all. Do I just want this? No items meet the condition. But then when I go all, it shows that this is. Maybe I'm getting confused here. I'm getting confused by the orange ammo. Special rounds. Impact rounds. Tier all. Sort by new. Or sort by... They're all the same tier. Damage per second type. Damage per second is going to be different if it's a pistol versus a rifle, dude. Sort by junk, sort by type, or DPS. Yeah, see, that's not gonna help. It's just gonna show snipers. I guess sort by level, and we'll look at first. What do I have? Hand cannon. And we'll try out, like, what do I... No submachine guns. What about machine gun? No. Let's at least see if I can get a better rifle, because I like it. Equip this one, and then we'll see. And we'll just look generically at them. And then how do I trash them? Select junk. What does that do? Dismantle. Designate all as junk. And then dismantle. Let's look at tactical. And that's what I already have. Scout rifle. So now you want to equip here. What would be better? What is it? Square? What, Square equips. Why did you not do that before? So we got a tactical rifle and a scout rifle. That's it. I kind of don't like them either. Got a big sniper. Well, the thing about the sniper, I'm probably not going to use those, but I'll keep them. No launchers. And no beams. Alright, that's exciting. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to designate all as junk. And then I'm going to dismantle my junk. Complete. And then another thing I'm going to do is go in here. Right? Because I don't like that. So wait a minute. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that scout rifle in case I don't like this stuff. And then I like that. R2 is junk. And then no more shotguns, but I've got handguns and hand cannons. Let's switch this guy. Just do it. Fucking by level. And yeah, junk them. So now I got a new loadout. All right, good enough. What about this? What do I want to do here for? Let's look at my guy. That's just switching stuff. So I edited my stuff. What is all this? Without knowing what it says, let's click on it. Weapons list. What about this? My modules. Thank you for reminding me. My modules. Put them on. Save changes. What about this module? Electric enhancement. Electric enhancement. Fire rate up. I like that. Oh, it's one of the same? Interesting. I have multiple. You just put them all on. What about this? Alright, an identical module is equipped. So now I'm equipped. Now I'm equipped. What about this? What about my head skin? You have to buy. Again, I'm looking for free. And I want to look not like a moron. Spawn. Grappling hook. What else does that say? UI theme. My hero card. So I have none. I haven't unlocked any yet. If the fact that I haven't played long enough to unlock anything at all. So I don't need him anymore. That's what that pause was. And then what's in here? So the start is like your guy, and then the touchpad is like the missions. So that's it. New mission. All right. So we'll test out my new gun and we'll do another mission and see if it actually worked.
Vulgus have established a field power plant in the area.
Another thing is
It must be destroyed.
Am I guess they're. What the fuck's going on here?
Shoot at or blow up that power plant unless you want it to explode. You need to detonate the circuits using
Oh, hey, this thing's cool. So this tactical rifle is kind of like a burst fire rifle instead of a sniper rifle. I'm down. That's cool. But at least what I'll say is that scout rifle was free fire. It wasn't like a one-shot sniper rifle type thing. I just thought this is kind of boring.
Let's go.
I just thought that. It might be the color scheme. On Destiny, you're on planets, you know? And I forget about my shield. Where are my powers? I'm thinking I want to be leveling up. I'm not that's what I'm thinking. I'm not leveling up fast enough. It's weird that in this type of game, I would want skill points to make my guy gain abilities and feel different. Because in another single-player type game, you would be getting introduced to mechanics or tools just naturally through the course of the story. And I almost, in a game like Horizon or a game like Assassin's Creed, I don't want to spend skill points. Like, every mission, pause, spend one skill point. I kind of ignore them and stockpile them, and then I'll really, like, unleash them all at once and completely revolutionize my character and change.
Find the facility managers among the enemy forces. They'll be carrying fuses.
Facility managers? You know, I'm not really grappling a lot, and I'm also not fighting big bosses. These missions just seem kind of lame. Am I right or am I wrong? And the idea of, like, this reminds me so much of Forspoken because of how it looks. And the idea of, like, running around as her, as a character, I'm attached to the character and their mission, and I'm, like, using magic, and I have that fire surfboard. And it's like, I'm playing the mission to do something, like, to advance the story. And why am I playing this? What am I trying to do here and pick up here? Oh, pick up. And just kind of like standing still, not really moving around a lot. Forget about my powers. Maybe you think it's also like melee combat. It could be that I care more about melee combat. That's true.
No.
And engaging, like spacing and hitting is kind of more... Where the fuck is this dude? What just happened? I said pick up. What did I can't jump? The jump button drops it? What the fuck? Attach. So then do I need to fight these guys, or
That's one generator down.
Can I ignore them?
2 more to go.
Like maybe I should ignore them.
How do you know how to do this, Captain?
Eliminate the enemies defending the camp. Oh, maybe I do have to kill them.
Fuses to parallel circuits. The ones used by the Vulgus are no different.
Ah, I think I remember that.
Maybe that's better from like far away because you're not trying to fine tune some fucking aim. Maybe that's what it is. You need like an up close gun. It might also be like it's another multiplayer style game. Can I use this fucking gun? I think this thing's just more powerful also. So that's the other thing too. Having a stronger gun is gonna kill these guys faster. And boy, you really like travel far when you're fucking ADSing, dude. Like I'm going all around them. When your gun is more powerful, they're gonna die faster. You're gonna be able to complete missions faster. But like, what is a mission? And it's like, so what did I? So then that feeling of what do I want from a game? Well, I want to feel like if I beat a mission, I accomplished something. And so accomplished what? Basically, get experience to level up and buy shit. Like, did I get any good weapons that are basically just power? It's not really abilities. Did I mean, can I change my character at all? I mean, where are the cosmetics and the skins? Whereas, like... Because, like I'm saying, in any other game, you would be unlocking skill points and changing your character's abilities, but... And in a single-player game, I never feel that's necessary. But in this type of a shooter game, or just like an instance game that's like specifically what you're looking for, and it's not there. I mean, I'm never using my grapple. They're not up top. Why grapple? They're not up top. So it's like I don't need to come up here. This dude's not even, I mean, he's not even back here. Yeah, even I think that idea of ARPGs, like, I'll admit, I didn't hate Diablo 4. That idea of just kind of like but see, you're a character going around the world and you're getting a lot of equipment and you're leveling up skills, and so you're just running through quick missions and you're like getting a lot of experience to then spend on what you want. I want new abilities for my character, new spells, and I want, like, weapons kind of change your attack, but it's more just stat boosts. And you do feel like I'm getting way more powerful, like in an ARPG or in that game, like in Diablo and in that game Thymacia, I felt like, which is an action game, like a Devil May Cry style game, more even than a Souls game, like a real action game. And I felt that my character's strength in terms of damage, but also the abilities, like what attacks I could use, changed so drastically, and so did my health and my defense. Like, I was playing as a new character throughout the whole game. And then in games where it's like a character story, like Forspoken or Horizon, where you're thinking like, I'm gonna use, like, you do get new spells or new guns, but then you also get skill points, and it's like you do unlock, like, yeah, maybe like when I aim down the sight and jump, it slows down or something, or like, why not have me put this bomb like in this building? Why am I running back here? It almost reminds me of that game Godfall, where this game is certainly much better mechanically.
I bet they weren't
In terms of the controls,
like that.
and it's like a shooter. Oh yeah, I have a grapple. I keep forgetting. They don't encourage me through challenge to use the grapple or to use my stupid powers, so I forget. Like, that didn't even work. These powers are shitty. So I had a burst there. So, like, what did that mean? Level 8, Mastery 2. I don't know. Let me try this gun.
Damn. I learned a useful tactic today. Thank you, Captain Harris. From now on, any Vulgus field generators we find will be handled using this method.
Whoa.
Descendant, Alpha has authorized access to the Ancestors facility.
Call that authorization.
It's not your concern. We've exchanged some harsh words, but I will handle it. I decided to go ahead. I had no choice.
So what is this? Receive the operation briefing from Neil.
But I do not want to waste what might be our only opportunity to work with the guide. If our results at the Ancestors facility are positive, Alpha will change his mind. Which is why I leave it in your capable hands, Descendant.
I wonder why they locked my powers away. Let's look at this map. I gotta run all the way there? Alright. I guess I could grapple on the ground. Kind of like in Just Cause. Yeah, they're not like forcing me to use the grapple or reminding me that I even have it. And they face me the wrong way. I don't know. There's... What does this do? Long press and execute. Like, look at this, like magic ancient ruins. What is this? I thought I'm a super soldier. And it's like, would this type of game, like, and then think about MGS and Vanquish. Wouldn't this type of gameplay be better? Maybe. I mean, it's clear I want to play a story. And I don't really care what type of like game genre it is. And I was saying, but then I was
have immense capacity. It's also quantum encrypted.
I played Doom Eternal, and that's pure action. But you're getting new guns all the time. The level, the rooms are different. The enemy configurations are different. So it's focused on combat, but like I'm fighting, all I'm doing is aiming and shooting. I'm not fighting any enemy like in a different manner.
Nothing comes to mind.
Is this a boss?
The
The only boss I fought was in the tutorial.
Is somehow connected to the Ironheart.
So like, I don't really, I mean, I guess I'm just not a player for these. I don't get, like, who's playing these service games? What does that even mean? I still don't know what it means. The idea that it's gonna free, but we'll sell something else. We'll sell content in the game, but give you access to the game. I'm not opposed to that model. Or it's like, it's a service game. What does that mean? You're gonna keep adding free content? Like, you know, in the winter you're gonna put snow on the ground, and then... Like, I don't know what that means. We're gonna continue to... I think it's that we're gonna basically build it as we go and release one mode at a time. And the whole game is not gonna be complete, but it's like, just start playing arcade mode, then we'll add story mode, then we'll add versus mode, then we'll add training mode, Street Fighter V. Like, I think that's kind of what the deal is. But it's like, what needs to change? It's the idea of like, if you play it now and don't like it, but it's complete, you're gonna throw it away. But if it's gonna continue to be service, you're like, well, I'll keep playing it because maybe it'll change into something that I like.
That can't be right. If it were possible to fully extract the data, then the Magisters would have already done it.
Until recently, it would have been impossible for the Vulgus as well.
Fucking getting a hand cramp.
However, if they have someone on their side who is very familiar with the Ironheart,
Go up here.
then it will have been achievable. By
There's
applying
nothing up here.
algorithms from the Ironheart to military applications,
I guess it's running very smooth. I gotta admit.
greatly improved. I recommend we investigate the other terminals.
I mean, would I be so nitpicky about the you know, the aiming? Would I adjust the aim? That's kind of fast. I think free aiming is a little slow and ADS is a little fast. It's a little fast.
Descendant,
I don't think that this is more fun than Destiny, but I played Destiny 1 for the missions and had fun. I didn't play Destiny 2. Dude, when they revealed Destiny 2, and I was like, why are they making a sequel? What do they need to do that for? And then the reveal trailers were like funny, like slapstick, and this robot's making jokes. I was like, oh, the game sucks now. And I was right. Blow that up. You know, these explosive barrels never hit the fucking enemies. And I forget about my stupid shit powers. That doesn't even hit. How could I expand the blast radius of this? These guys are too smart to shoot at my shield. They don't ricochet back at themselves. And I'm only using one gun, and I'm not using the grapple. It's just Destiny, but it's in third person, and it's not as fun. Maybe it's supposed to be like a team game. Well, what coordination do you need? Like, ADS down the sight. What do you need? I need it to be tougher? Like, okay, so this makes me think of that Ansel Riverwell in Elden Ring. And it's like, the enemies are smart. They'll, like, gang up on you. They're slow, and they'll gang up on you without realizing, and they'll chain attack you. And they're set in certain spots. But it's like that game, and that's not a service game, but it was designed. That was a designed game that was meticulously handcrafted, even for an open world game. They just wanted to translate the Souls formula to open world and give people the ability to do a bunch of different stuff and retreat away from a fight or something if they got too stuck for too long. But that was a full-priced game, and it sold 20 million copies. Like, before any sales. That game went on sale once, and it was still $45. And the same with Hogwarts Legacy. 23 million players who all bought the game and beat it. It never went on some $5 sale. It's an open world, green grass, brown mud game. But you can customize your character. And there's, you know, dialogue and missions. I mean, have I played the extent of this game already? Like, this is it. Unless there's some power. Like, this is the game. Unless there's some... Why am I doing this? Unless there's some power that's going to change the way I play the game. Oh, you mean like a grapple hook? Unlock the grapple hook? It's not even like it's some, you know... It's not like... Oh, I can't get up to that ledge. Well, why don't you unlock the grapple hook? Oh, wow, it's a Metroidvania. I have a grapple hook. I'm going to go back to where I couldn't reach that ledge, and I'm going to grapple there. And there's this concept of single-player games being timeless. There's a reason people keep speedrunning Super Metroid. But it's like, what game as a service game are you going to go back and play? Well, they're going to get deleted. But let's not make that argument. You're going to play its final form and say this is the best version of Destiny ever. Well, then why not make Destiny and release it? It's one thing if you're like, we're just going to continue to maintain the servers. But see, continue to maintain the servers. Continue to balance the game. Continue to float your boat. I mean, they have to make the money over time. They can't keep saying, like, well, you know, what could we do to entice you, a player who knows about Destiny, or Warframe, or First Descendant? You knew about it when it came out, you looked at it, you didn't want it or like it, but we've been servicing it for 7 years. What could we do to entice you to play it now? If you were like, I've always wanted to try that game, I didn't have the time or the money, that's a different argument than, like, well, it was a service game, it wasn't good when we first tried to sell it to you, can you play it now? And you'll be like, you know, if it had a cost and it was $60, and you were thinking, well, I'm not going to pay $60. The only way they can entice you was like, well, what if it were $30? And it's better now. We serviced it. Like, that's actually what happens with single-player games. It happened with Ghostwire Tokyo. I was curious about that game, but I didn't know. Then they gave me a free trial, and I was like, this game's fucking great. Well, by the time I played the free trial, they had already, like, patched the PS5 version, improved the frame rate and the graphic quality. They fixed the control scheme, apparently. And it was like, I only benefited from waiting. I tried it for free. I knew I wanted to beat the whole thing, again, because I like the graphics and the setting, I like the mechanics, and I wanted to know the story. So story was still a motivation. And I mean, I'm not going to pay full price for that game. I got it for like $15. Now, me paying a quarter of the price doesn't help them spend time after the game exists, editing it, improving it, fixing it, discounting it, and then going out of business because the studio was closed. Tango Gameworks no longer exists. Mikami doesn't want to do games or horror games. He wants to teach people how to do indie games. And I mean...
This terminal also does not contain the Ancestors' data.
But you know, there's a lot of things that I want to do.
I sense the transmission of the Ancestors' data.
I mean, unless you can sell it. And they're like, well, we worked really hard. But who... Listen.
As the enemy sealed off Kingston's network, transmitting data over a long distance would have been impossible. This means we still have an opportunity to retrieve the ancestors.
We worked really hard. Okay, I bet you people worked really hard to make this game. Let's assume they didn't just take all of these character models from an asset library. I've never used the grapple fucking once. Let's assume, right? What is my power? What's all this shit that I forget about? Where's the main guy? Where's the main guy? I'm gonna do this. There you go. This game sucks. It's so fucking boring. And it's a shame because mechanically it works very well. Like, in terms of the feeling of running around, it's not sloppy. But it's generic like Godfall. I think Warframe was cool because you had that dash and that sword. Look what I'm doing. I'm just holding the fucking trigger. Look. So I want the yellow guy. I just want the yellow guy. Do I have this again? Never used a grapple once. And what are these things I'm picking up? Where's the yellow guy? The Elite Storm Warrior. Now that's not him. I don't want to just do this, but... Put the shield up! I'm stuck! I'm stuck. Dude, my shield's fucking broken. Where's the supply chest? What is this? Give me that. What is this? And what are these? Isn't there something else? Like... Yeah. Replenish my supplies. Alright, I want to retreat. Where's my better gun? Where's the Elite Storm Warrior? There you go. So this gun is still what I should be using. I need a grenade, dude. Their enemies are so clustered together, a grenade would be a wonder right now. What about also, nah, that was a mistake. They just disappear and steal all my XP. What was I fucking saying? Oh, I don't know. Just like it has, you know, controls and, I don't know, Godfall, Destiny. I don't know. Where am I going here? I don't know why they would bother to show me all these fucking powers and then not allow me to use them right from the get-go. What is else? Acquire Bunny's special catalyst. What is this? Moving to Albion in 83 seconds. Just fucking do it now. Mission successful. I don't know if I would say that. Oh, they're saying they work really hard. Nobody gives a shit. You should not have worked really hard. You should have asked people if they wanted to buy something and made them pre-order it. And called it a cyber truck.
We can still retrieve the data for the guide.
Now, did you just say, retrieve the data for the guide?
What'd I just do?
The success of this operation will lead us to victory.
What?
Just how much do you plan to
This is
rely
how
on
pissed
that
I am.
guide?
You prefer to keep sending in the investigative corps? How much time have we wasted searching for the Iron Hearts without any leads? Alpha, this is the best opportunity we've had in a century.
Who's she again? Wait a minute. She's the voice in my head that nobody else can see.
Could be a trap. The Descendants are Albion's only hope, and now
Just like slinking away.
attached to their minds.
You know, that game Tower of Fantasy was better because it gave me a big world to run through. So what's important? Level? Never mind story. I understand.
This way.
Because I didn't watch the story in Diablo. Skip that shit. But... So this game doesn't... Man, this looks so cool. I wish I could take screen... Hey, Sony, I want to take screenshots that don't include this stupid camera.
HQ shoulders the burden of protecting humanity. It is difficult for the fate of humanity to be placed into the hands of something only a few can see.
And, you know, and this reminds me of Ghost Recon. You see how I play all these fucking games? They all do the same thing, but some of them just do it better than others. Giving me a motivation for my character, taking my character on this mission. Because I'm the player who's got to go do the work, man. So if I'm going to go through, it's like, if I'm going to go through here, the mechanics are there, but the story is not. Okay. Well, what about the flow of game? I think, like, maybe it's the levels. Because the games I'm mentioning are either open world games, and they have, like, a more interesting design to trek through. Like, Ghost Recon has... it has cars, and I think a radio station.
Just get to the point. Descendant.
Now what do I do? Check the map. Check the map. I still want to play. So what does that show? I haven't gotten enough out of this thing. It still owes me something. It's got to do something. Check the map. Battlefield cleared. And then do I have to look through my weapons again? Where am I going? I'm still going here. Let's look out here. Let's look out here. How do I fucking zoom out? R2. And I click it again. So that's where I need to go. Long press to fast travel. Let me look at my weapons. Let me look at my type. Because I like this. What is this? Assault rifle. So what assault rifles do I have? Nothing. Why don't I look at, and I like this thing. Why don't I look at type all, and we'll do sort by level. What is this? Submachine gun. Alright. Shotgun, sniper, handgun, beam rifle. Alright, we got some new stuff. Shotgun, machine gun, assault rifle. So what do we have new? Submachine gun, machine gun, and beam. They all look weak though. 8. Launcher. Alright, let's do a submachine gun. Oh, fucking goddamn. Square! Fucking cunt. And then, can I get rid of this? I mean, hand cannon's not bad. We got a launcher. That might be exciting. I think the beam gun is just too weak. Don't you think? So we'll do the launcher. And then we'll do... They're all weak. Machine gun? Yeah, okay. And I'll see which types I like. And that's it. Do this. And then what do I do? Let's load here and test these weapons. And then that might be that. And then that might be that. I feel heavy. He's running slower. Where's the first mission I'm near? This one. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm weighed down by this launcher, I think.
This is Ecker from the Signal Corps Cyber Intel Unit.
Attempt to hack
of a huge number of data packets in this zone, requesting mission approval to intercept them. There should be a Vulgus data transmitter nearby. If you can get near to it, I can hack into it remotely and collect the data.
It kind of has like a small clip, I think. So it's maybe like a short burst. Let's switch to the machine. Where are they? They're like invisible. I think that for all these machine guns, it really doesn't fucking matter what you use. I think it's just about damage. I like this machine gun. It's pretty heavy. I might like this more than that tactical rifle, but I mean, an assault rifle. Alright, so a machine gun and an assault rifle, you can kind of go either way. I guess if they use different ammo, do they use different ammo? That might be worth using multiple different weapon types. Is this still doing what it's fucking supposed to be doing? Hacking. Out of hack range. Oh, motherfuck. Yeah, so I think, like, machine gun and assault rifle both do the same shit. Why don't I do this? You see? There we go. Using my powers. Watch them come from over here. That's exactly what I said. It's just a distraction. They're not even really coming from there. Out of hack range. I almost feel like that game Exoprimal was more fun. Just because the missions were a little bit more varied. Every mission in this game is the same. You shoot. I know they say stand here and hack, and I know they say go rescue this or that, but it's like, no, I'm just shooting. And it's just damage per second. That's all I care about. Like this machine, yeah, the machine gun's cool. It's the same as an assault rifle or any other gun that automatically fires. Like, it does the same shit. And then I'll switch to the submachine gun, and submachine gun, I mean, I think it's good for close range because it's gonna, it's like the TMP in Resident Evil 4. It's just gonna spread like, you know, wherever you need. What the hell? Alright, well, that's the first time I died. Fuck. But I think the submachine gun is good as like an up-close weapon. But I would still just use an assault rifle because it could double as like a long-range gun. But I don't know, it works. Now he's running. Whoops. Button. Oh, yeah, and then it's like they immediately run away from like, look, that doesn't even fucking reach. The barrel doesn't even fucking do anything. There's something about this gun that's just not satisfying. I like the assault rifle more, I don't know why. Even though it's dropping them pretty fast. Let's use this. Alright, grenade launcher, not rocket launcher, cool. I think I'll save that. Frozen. They just stand there. I don't know, this game's kind of weird. I can't imagine ever fucking doing this again. Maybe try that grenade guy. I don't know. But it's like, why would you need to do this? And that idea of like a service game. They're like, well, I'm doing this. I'm just doing the task because then I'll you know, I can spend some real money on what? Spend it on what? Like, at least Outriders had a story and let you use cover and let you, you know, develop character skills like pyromancy and ice romancy, and so this yeah, I don't know. It's an action game where I get to develop my character's abilities, and the fighting becomes different. You know, or it's a character story game where I'm trying to complete their quest.
Transmission speeds have been extremely slow. That came back to bite them.
Whoa, just froze. And once again, there's just no motivation to use the grapple hook. No
I was going
need.
through Bunny's recon, and I noticed there was a Vulgus battery I haven't seen before. If we can get the specifications and output, I can figure out why they installed it. Connect your receive to the
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. And then even in a free-to-play game like Just Cause, that game's fun. Like, so let's see. Other action and shooting games that let you build a character, that's fun. So whether it's an ARPG, a third-person shooter, or a melee combat game, building a character and changing the ability of the character, that's fun. Character story, you don't even need action for that, but let's say that's true. And then in a game like Ghost Recon or like MGS or Just Cause, when you're going on a mission to like destroy something, and you're traveling like with vehicles and grapples and like parachutes, and then you're just like blowing a lot of stuff up. The action is the purpose and the fun of the game, and it's not that I'm going on the mission to have fun. I'm not going on the mission to get it over with, get the experience point, and then go back to my hub world where I pause a menu and look through my inventory and decide what modules to put on my gun and level up. Like, it's almost like all the work, you're not playing, all the work you do in the mission is just to get back to the hub world in the menu screen. And that's where the real game is. And then, like, to then do what? Okay, your character's more powerful, but he plays the same fucking way, it's just the numbers are higher. And then now you're here in this just dumb fucking world. There's just a million games where, whether it was like, even a direct comparison, a shooting game or some type of game with like a bit more open world traversal. The purpose of like the purpose of the game was the combat. I don't feel that the purpose of this game is not shooting the enemies. The purpose is like completing missions and getting experience, but then grinding a mission for experience, but my character doesn't feel any different when he gets more experience. And I think that this game is going to succeed to an extent because mechanically the controls are so very nice. Look, he jumped over fucking everybody, completely missed. This guy sucks. They just stand there. I want it to be good like I want every game to be good. But if you can play for 2 hours and get bored and just completely forget about it, I just don't get what the point would be. Maybe this is how Front Mission was for everybody, where it's like, oh, another mission. You realize, like, the combat is very shallow, and it's like, load the mission, do the mission, end the quest screen mission, edit your character's layout, loadout. There are things that this game's doing correctly, like how well it's running, and like the subtle aim assist, like once you've locked onto a guy, you won't pull away from him, but...
Let's go.
Like, that didn't even do anything. It just stunned them. It doesn't even do damage. Back away. It's not even doing damage. What the fuck do I care about these powers then? This guy sucks. A seizure? What? A seizure aborted? What does that mean? use my launcher. They're not really, like, encountering any new enemies. They're not making me fight them any differently. Dude, the game I played yesterday, every enemy was like... You're introduced to new enemies all the time. What is he? Not him? Yeah, I'm probably gonna forget about this game by tomorrow. It's just, you've seen it. You shoot things. I mean, aim down the sight and shoot. What else is there? I think that Warframe is. There were so many action games that were more fun in terms of just what you got to do, like grapple hook, blow stuff up. Slide and swing a sword attack, drive cars. There are, like, I don't even understand how live as a service is a genre. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Wouldn't you rather play, like, Gears of War? The combat's solid, and then there's a story and there's levels. I don't know why you would not want to play Gears, but you would want to play this. What is, like, I don't understand. What do you mean the game lives as a service? What does that mean? Is Warzone a service game, or is it a BR? Like, is Fall Guys a service game, or is it a Battle Royale platformer? That's a more compelling concept. Well, it's a live service game. I don't know what that means. You're going to continue to develop content for it post-launch, and it's going to be free, not for pay. Why would you bother doing that? And it's like, well, people who enjoy playing it can always keep playing it. They don't have to buy anything. They can just enjoy it. And it's like, okay. That's not... It's like... It works for a multiplayer game because you want to keep people playing. Where is my fucking ammo? Bouncing these shitty grenades off the fucking ground. Like, I get that. It's a multiplayer game. You need other people to play. And so, you want to make sure people will continue to play rather than dropping off because you need to fill the server. I get it. So you're like, well, don't go away just yet because we're going to add stuff. But I mean, and it's like, but we don't want you to feel that you need to keep paying. Well, did you pay for the initial game? No, because we don't know if we'll like it, and we don't know if the servers are going to stay full, so I'm not paying. And so then they're like, all right, well, we'll give it to you for free. And so then what are you going to sell? Look at all these, I mean, the games, you know, I don't think it's a coincidence that two of the live service games that failed, what was the other one? Rumbleverse and Deathverse. It's not a coincidence those were BRs. Melee BRs, I'd never thought that. The reason a BR works is because you can aim at a guy across the map and shoot him. Like, that's the only way it works. Melee just becomes hide and seek. And there was that other game that they gave away for free on PS Plus. It had like search query language title. I don't even remember what it was.
I'll let Bunny know.
Notice how I'm not using the grapple. What time is it? What does this mission involve? 3 minutes or less.
Excellent timing.
Move to the operation zone.
To be mid-battle.
What do you know? More guys to shoot. All right, over there.
We can track down the enemy command center. So it better
What's my There you go. Shoot into this, asshole. Yeah, I don't think I like this. I think the submachine gun's good, but I would probably just use whatever does the most damage and not really give a shit. I would probably just be a DPS main. So those things that just stuns them. It doesn't even do damage. I might be wrong about that. Maybe it does do damage, but it definitely just fucking stuns them. That's so stupid. Why would you want to do anything other than an attack? Find guns at least. I mean, that's what's... I mean, I'm getting loot. I'm getting guns.
Oh.
There's just a lot of games that come out that are multiplayer games. What was that one? I don't even remember. It was like a murder mystery game, and I got it for free, and I played one match, and like my teammate knew exactly what to do, and so he was just like rinse and repeating this strategy like. He like knew exactly where all the keys were and just ran straight to the key and won the game for our entire team in like 10 minutes. Do I not have any ammo? What is this shit on the ground if it's not ammo? That's another problem I had in Doom Eternal. I'm fucking never dying, but I don't have any ammo to shoot. Dude, what the fuck?
Charge.
Barely does any fucking damage. Barely does any damage. At least in Warframe you get a sword. Like, I have no ammo. I'm out. Insufficient rounds. Dude. Do I have any other power? What, can I grapple him? You can grapple the enemies. They never told me. Alright, that's it. That's it. That's it. Give me this. It's a resource box with no ammo. Alright, that's it. That's it. That's it. Come over here. Yeah, you. Come over here. Got a surprise for you.
Shields are offline.
What if I do this? Shoot that. Can I dismantle my junk? Alright. Is this my stronghold? Alright, you're lucky. I guess I could switch guns. I guess that's an idea. I could go into my inventory and switch my guns.
You're next.
Just tell you, that power sucks. It doesn't even hit. I just feel like other games like Exoprimal and single-player games and multiplayer games, just like they were just more fun. The scenarios and like this is not a game that has a mechanical problem, but just the scenarios. It's like. What am I supposed to be doing? Defeat all targets. I mean, every mission's the same. You just shoot the shit. And if you were playing, and it's like Back 4 Blood, I was saying if you were playing with friends, would it be more fun? And I thought, well, Back 4 Blood was fun with friends, but you're on these super unique missions. Just so it's like, the setting isn't doing it, the character abilities aren't, it's just a 7 out of 10? Yeah, I think that's fair because there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not exciting. And it's like, don't worry, it's gonna get exciting. It's gonna live as a service. Games get worn out over time. They undergo wear and tear. You need to take them into the shop to have them serviced. Get the seasonal refresh for just $59.99, or you could pay $159 and get, you know, 3 seasonal refreshes per year. No, you're actually saving money spending it all now. Shut the fuck up. Hey, I'm out of ammo again.
Looks like they're falling back.
Alright, I'm done with this.
I'll need to get a move on. Haha! Got it. The enemy command center has been identified.
Great work, Bunny. You kept at it until it was done. Thank you.
It's all thanks to everyone who worked hard to find the clues. So, are we planning to hit them right away?
You've already been injured by Corel, so full-scale combat is out of the question for you at the moment. A different Descendant will be tasked with the strike on the Vulgus Command Center.
I wanted to help.
Descendant, get the coordinates of the Command Center from Bunny and prepare to attack. Over and out.
What can I say that hasn't already been said? Just, you've probably done it before. You've probably played it before. I wonder why they think that these games are best suited in, like, this type of a package. I named a number of open world single player story games, open world instant action games, and even like compelling gameplay multiplayer games that just offer something more unique and more exciting and fun to do than whatever this is. It's not like bad or broken, it just, there's a multitude of games that I've played that offer what little this game offers, and then so much more. And I don't really know what would make me want to do it. I've shot the guns, I've managed the inventory, there's no story. What is it for? Leveling up? To do what? Like, the only reason these games stay afloat is probably because people pay them. But, like, I don't get it. Admittedly, Destiny's fun and Warframe is fun. Is this fun? I don't think so. I think it's a 7, but it's not a triple 7. It's just a single 7 out of 10. So it's more like a 3.5 out of 5, which is no good. The Last Descendant. Or whatever.